Elizabeth. Thank you for joining us this morning. At 9 o'clock a.m., we will close our social media and continue on Zoom only. Join us by getting your Zoom link at elizabethvisionaryconference.org. We'll be there until 10 a.m. You can join us now, and we'll see you in Elizabeth's Zoom room. Today, your hosts are at Peace Nikita and Danyelle Claxton. Enjoy.
Grand Rising.
Grand Rising, Queens.
Oh, Mama Evelyn.
Look at her face.
A girl. I see you, girl. You looking good, girl.
Like
you
those
showing up today. You wearing your own stuff. You look good, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh,
we don't get to see you dressed up like that very often.
I will be doing that.
Hey, cutie. Oh my goodness, he's so big.
And he a big boy.
I still had him as a little boy in my mind.
Wow. Over there playing with your kids at the moon circle.
Yes. He is so big now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what's up. Grand Rising, Queen Aduni.
Grand Rising, Queen at Peace.
And to the beautiful blooming lotus, Danyelle Claxton. Good Grand Rising, darling. Oh, she must be at work. All right, ladies. So we're going to jump right into it because ain't nothing to it but to do it. I want to give special shout outs to Danyelle for holding it up last week. Thank you, Danyelle. We can't hear you. You on mute.
I said, that's what we do. That's what we do.
How's your weekend?
I'm sorry?
How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I did a lot more cleaning and purging and organizing, and yet it still looks like a mess, but it's making some progress. So
good. Very good.
Sorry, I have to use my teeth to open up my tea, but I'm like, okay, it is what it is.
All right, so this month, the theme for this month is what I wish I knew. ... So each week we're gonna take a different I guess generation of our lives. So this week is what I wish I knew in my 20s. Next week will be what I wish I knew in my 30s, and so on and so on. And this will be part of a womb wisdom series for this month. Womb wisdom. There's an actual book out called Womb Wisdom. It was written by don't ask me her name because it's an Indian name and I might mess it up. But
I think I have it.
I'll see if, okay, cool. If you do, pull it out for me. But it's called Womb Wisdom. Right. It comes with a CD, and it was written actually by a husband and wife duo. She was struggling with cancer and trying to heal herself naturally with cancer, trying to heal herself naturally from cancer. There it is. Yes, one of the most powerful books I've ever read. And it really, she explains the journey between her husband and herself, and how they went on this huge like healing sabbatical together, and how his energy, masculine energy, was just as powerful in healing her as her own. And she explains how they did it together, but him respecting her womb, him honoring her womb, and that she explains how our womb is the center of our power, is the center of our presence, our creativity. Everything happens there in the womb where the baby is created. There's so much more that's created in that space. And so Womb Wisdom is a powerful book. I think you should definitely check it out if you can. But that's what this series is going to be about this month, is womb wisdom. And us as women, we all have a womb. So we are, whether you've had a baby out of that womb or not. And for those who are just joining us, I'm so sorry. My name is @Peace Makita. I am the host of Mommy Mogul Mindset, which is what you're at right now, with my lovely co-host, Danyelle Claxton. And we here talk all about mommies, what it means to be a mommy and a mogul. What does it mean to nurture something, whether it be your children, your family, your business, a new lifestyle? What are you nurturing in your life? And how do you have the mindset to do that? How can you be successful? When we think of moguls, we think of success. So how can you be more successful in what it is that you're creating? And so that's what we do here. We talk about mindset. We talk about you tapping in, being your absolute best self, no matter what. And we encourage you to do that. So this month, we're going to be talking about womb wisdom and what that means. Now, of course, those are here in front of on the panel. We're quite familiar with our womb. We're quite familiar with wisdom. And so we're going to share what we already have with the collective, with those around us. And the beauty of being a woman, in my opinion, one of the beautiful things about being a woman is our ability to connect our wombs, to connect, women connect in a way that I don't see men connecting in. I'm not saying they don't, but the way we connect as women tends to be a little more intimate, a little more in depth, and physically we are connected. Our wombs physically, etherically are connected. So there's something that some traditions, indigenous traditions practice, which is called a womb lock. And if you've come to my circles, my sister circles long enough, then you've experienced a womb lock before. And so that's how powerful and that's how connected we are. And whatever it is that is in our womb, whatever it is, and for those who may not know, your womb is the space in which, if you were pregnant, your baby would sit. So it's okay if you haven't had a baby before or you're not interested in having children. That's not what this is. That's the space area designated in your body to hold wisdom or to hold a certain level, frequency of energy. And so when we say we're a woman, and not to get too far off into society's debate about that, but when we say we're a woman, those of us who have that energy center of a womb, we understand what being a woman means. It's not an idea of an identity. It is an actual entity, right? And so we can get more off into that conversation later on, but we still have to do our meditation. I'm trusting that Danyelle has something really delicious for us today in the tech world, or whatever it is that she'd like to talk about today. And then we're going to get right off into today's lesson of womb wisdom and what I wish I knew in my 20s. How can we serve the generation coming up behind us? So I think it was really befitting, Queen Aduni, that you played the piece that you played in the beginning, because I was listening to what she was saying, and she had brought up about, the layers of her womanhood. And so that's what we're going to share today. I think it's really important in today's society that those of us who have wisdom or we have knowledge, we need to start passing that thing along to the next generation, because the next generation is who's going to need it the most. And so that's what this month is going to be about. It's going to be devoted to giving this information, giving this wisdom, sharing it with those who are coming up behind us and who are going to need it probably more than we ever thought we could. Okay. All right. So how was everyone's weekend? Give me a word to sum up your energy for this moment. There's no wrong answers.
Joyful.
Ashe. If you think long, you think wrong, everyone. Just jump in there.
Introspective.
Introspective. Nice. Jump, Daniel. Just jump.
Renewal.
I say. I don't know if this is the feeling, but this is how I feel. I feel emphasized. You know how when you're on the iPhone and somebody clicks a message, they can say love, liked, emphasized. I feel emphasized. You know, I feel a little bit more expanded. I feel, you know, like I'm filling up. I'm enjoying. I'm learning to enjoy filling up the space that I fill up. Like, it's okay to take up space on the planet. It's okay to take up what you take up, your space on the planet. So I'm learning to be comfortable with it. So I feel emphasized. Super good, super good. All right, so then you all seem to be just waking up. We're all just kind of lollying around like, I think I'm here, but I don't really know. So that's totally understandable. So I'm gonna lully you guys even more because we're about to do a meditation. So make sure you bring out your journals. If you don't have anything to write with, go ahead and grab something really quick because we actually study, take notes around this mug, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta be prepared. You gotta be prepared. So go ahead and bring out whatever writing tools that you need because I know you're gonna get something delicious that you want, that you're gonna wanna remember. So go ahead and do that. Get comfortable in your seat. And we're gonna get ready for our meditation. And so if you have distractions around you, go ahead and let those go. Find a comfortable, quiet place for you to rest and relax. I'm pulling up the music. I have this one particular meditation I'm going to play for you all today that I listen to, and it helps me out a lot. And it's her voice, it's her message, it's her essence. Like, it's just her, right? And her ability to bring you to just a certain level of calm, peace, and an inner standing, right? Girl, I love this style, but this hair, it takes some getting used to, okay? All right, here we go. Okay, so who's coming with me? Nobody. Nobody's coming with me. Nobody. You don't have to come with me if you don't want to. Okay. That be my little, I don't know if y'all into anime, but Naomi is really into anime, like bad. And so it's this one anime that's supposedly really popular. His name is Naruto. But I've watched him a couple of times. He's so like, dude is narcissistic. Dude is crazy. He's for the righteous, right? But he's just like so hyped up, you know. You don't know me. I will beat you and I will save my father. And then I just be like, whoa. He gets so emotional over part. Like, why are you, sir? We know you're the most powerful in the kingdom. So for some reason, I've taken on this little avatar, and I don't play that. You're going to listen to me. It's so funny. It's an inside joke. I'm sorry. It's an inside joke. So if you see me switching off into Naruto, that's where.
I'm sure my grandson knows who you're talking about.
At peace, where you go? Okay, you're back. Unmute, mama. Unmute. Okay.
Unmute, honey.
Unmute.
Nah, I'm muted.
There you go.
How you doing? How you doing? Head Tisha. I was calling her there at the bonfire. She know who was calling her. I was like, Head Tisha. He's like, what? Head Tisha. Gotta put the ghetto on it. Okay. So we're about to go into our meditation. Het, since you just joined us, I'll catch you up. This month, we're going to be doing a
I've been here the whole time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you on the thing because I wasn't on my laptop. Okay.
That's all right.
Cool beans. Well, then let's
Go with me.
Let's just jump into our meditation then. How about that? All right. So here we go. It's an energy guide meditation. So you can still move around if you need to, you don't have to sit in one spot. But definitely focus in on your energy. Okay. So go ahead and take some deep breaths. Get comfortable in your seat. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out your mouth. And just taking a moment and feeling the present moment. Realizing that truthfully, there is no wrong in the room right now. Where you are is where you are intended to be. And so as we take that energy into ourselves, we do it through our breathing. Your breathing is the most powerful meditative tool you have. So inhale through your nose. Gently exhale out your mouth. And just allow that energy to float on down to the earth. You don't have to hold on to it. You can let it go. Inhaling and exhaling. I'm going to take you through just a brief self-hypnosis so you can go deeper into your practice anytime you're ready. And you simply do that by sharpening your senses. And as you sharpen the senses that are around you, you're taking in what's around you through your senses, your spirit begins to rise, your soul begins to open up, your mind begins to clear. So we're going to take a moment to do that. You're going to inhale through your nose. You're going to gently exhale out your mouth. And if your eyes are closed, I want you to roll your eyeballs up towards the crown chakra, as if you're looking up at your crown with your lids gently closed. And what light do you see at your crown chakra? If anything at all, it's no right or wrong. It just is. And as you're inhaling and exhaling, keep your gaze pulled up towards your crown chakra, gently, should not be a force. And as you do this, you're sinking deeper into yourself. And now I want you to listen to the sounds around you. And I want you to really take into the sounds mentally, the sound of my voice or any other sound that may be happening around you. Just take mental note of it. Inhaling and gently exhaling, giving yourself permission to be present and feeling what that feels like, to just be. And now ask yourself, what am I feeling in this moment? There, again, is no right or wrong. Just observe. And try to identify as many feelings that you feel in this moment as possible. Inhaling through the nose, gently exhaling out the mouth. Holding on to nothing. Allowing what comes to just simply come to you and then gently pass through you. Inhaling and gently exhaling. Time to take the journey. Enjoy the journey.
Peace. And thank you for choosing to unwind, relax, and connect today. The entire universe is grateful for your presence in this moment. Find comfort sitting flying or walking for today's energy guiding session. Today, we will sit with the energy of interdependence, giving thanks for community, togetherness, and deep connection. In times of transformation, conflict, and revolution, let's ground ourselves in oneness with a breath. Inhale for 4. Hold and exhale for 4. Mindfully consider your breath for the duration of this journey. For your breath is your power. Let's take some time to find our natural breathing rhythm. Perfect. Now, shall we dive deeply into our vision of a harmonious future? With the spirits of conviction and openness, we can indeed manifest the fullness of our potential. Let's start in the dark. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine yourself in empty space. There is no light, there's no ceiling, there's no floor, just space. Allow yourself to feel the fullness of nothingness. Remember to consciously breathe. Scan your body to locate any tension or discomfort you may be experiencing. If you notice any tightness, intentionally send your conscious breath to the area of your body that needs your love. Perfect. With your eyes still closed, ball your hands into fists. Hold them as tight as you can. Feel the stretch in your hands. Feel the pain that comes with the effort to hold on so tight. What comes up? Anger, passion, discomfort. start to slowly release our hands. Notice how your fingers feel as they start to shift into liberation. Listen closely as they thank you. Breathe into them. Once you've released the bind fully, slowly wiggle your fingers so that they can experience the fullness of being alive again. Now, as an exercise, imagine your right hand as your own and try to think of your left hand as that of a stranger. Mindfully bring those two hands together to interlace. And try to get familiar with it. Keep breathing deeply. Now, allow your palms to touch and bring them to your heart center. Feel your heart tap your thumb and let that rhythm vibrate to your wrists. Feel it in your forearms. Feel the rhythm of your heart's pace in your elbows, your biceps. Feel it in your shoulders and in your neck. Let it build in your throat and say out loud, I love you.
I love you.
Let's say it again. I love you.
I love you.
And once more on your own.
I love you.
Now breathe in deeply the fullness of your love for yourself and for the unknown. Knowing that in your heart, everything is as it should be. With an exhale, feel free to release your hands wherever they land comfortably. Now, take some time here to immerse yourself in the energy of our future of personal and communal freedom. What does it feel like? Ask your body to vibrate on that frequency. Feel the pride and relief of knowing your community has your back. And if you feel led, let yourself smile. Let's take a deep inhale here. anxiety, and the illusion of separateness. Now, at your own pace, continue to build your utopian community. Have the courage to dream big. For right now, in this moment, you're creating the future. Continue to breathe at your own pace and let love be your guide. We'll take one full minute to collectively imagine our ideal future. And at the end of this minute, listen for the sound of my voice so that we can land together. Start with a deep breath and vision on. With the sound of my voice, begin to land back in the physical space you occupy. Notice the sounds around you, the orchestra, see the theater of life. Give thanks, for you have just created a gentler and more loving life for every living being, including yourself. Anything we focus on with the future in mind is being manifested in the present. We are all so grateful for your focus, your love, your breath, and your miraculous life. Thank you. The divine in me honors the divine in you. Carry this light throughout your life and share it with the next person you see. Love, light, and mindfulness. Peace.
Take a moment, moving in your own time, and just slowly, gently bring yourself back to 3D if you haven't returned already. Pull out your pen and your paper and just write. What comes up, comes out. Give you a moment to do that before we move on. Take your time. Feel what it feels like to take your time. All right. We slowly begin to fully return. Very good, very good. Would anyone like to share their journey with the collective? It's no pressure to do so, but if you'd like to, now would be the time. Anybody like to share any messages or downloads or encouraging words, whatever it is you have? Anyone? Okay, dokie. Hopefully that took you on a deep enough journey where you actually got some answers and got some fulfillment. All right, we're gonna move on to the next part of our episode today, which would be Miss Danyelle Claxton. Danyelle, what do you have for the collective this morning? She's still there? You're on mute. Babe.
Don't hear you, sweetie.
Okay, I had to reposition myself because I did go somewhere in this chair. And I'm not quite sure where I went, but I went somewhere. I wanted to talk about, can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay, the power of, what is it? I'm continuing about the power of the wheels. It's amazing. And well, I'll take it from my stance. I'm amazed. I just recently found out this past weekend as to how many people were, how people were actually watching me. Sometimes you don't know when you don't see thousands of people watching your reels, you know, you don't know if you're actually making an impact when people don't necessarily comment, or, when people don't comment, you really don't know somebody if you're actually making an impact. And I found out this weekend that I am making an impact, that people are actually watching. People will watch you more so than they will say anything to you. They watch in the shadows. They look in the sea, and that's a good thing. So that they're sitting there watching. This past weekend, my reels are actually paying off. I tried to go for a particular level up within the company that I'm in. I didn't make it. I got 6 new customers though, but I didn't get the level up. But I got 6 new customers because they see what I'm constantly posting. And thank you. That's a bonus right there. So I'm definitely happy. I'm like, yay, we got money coming. They all said the same thing. I just went back and followed up with them, and they was like, look, I've been watching you for a while. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use it. They already had the link in their inbox from like maybe a month ago. So I'm just like, oh, because I'm constantly posting what it is that I'm doing, how I'm doing it. They went ahead and purchased. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to step my game up and continue being consistent with the posting. Now, a lot of people are like, I have no idea what I'm going to post, what I'm going to post, let alone how to post. Well, people want to see elements of you. Queen Aduni, you are a master natural hairstylist, teacher, mother, grandmother, mentor. You've had some time in Landmark, you played a tambourine, you have all these little elements of you. You would show maybe a minute and a half of those elements, maybe a minute, somebody get a camera and show you on the computer creating or talking or inspiring. It does not have to be, we tend to overcomplicate things as to how things should look, and it's just a little glimpse and a little snippet of what it is of you, of what you're of you. Mama Evelyn, you, once again, you're a glam ma. I'm going to say that because you are. You're an artist. You are an educator when it comes to the history of doll making and spirit and everything like that. It could just be a snippet of you creating the doll, or a snippet of you, just little snippets. We don't have to see your whole day, you know what I'm saying? But people like to get to see you through you. It could be you talk. There's one wheel where it says, since pictures are dead, videos are dead, and people want wheels, here's a picture as a reel. So you could just take a picture, use that sound over the picture of you making your earrings, and you got a simple reel that you could just put out there that people will sit there and watch. Or I know, Sheila, you have original music by Everette-Hale that's not circulating yet, even if it's just a video, it could be anything. But I got a video from a young lady on YouTube, and she's brown girl. I'm loving the content and how she breaks it down. She gives you a blueprint as to how to do Instagram reels. Now, remember, Instagram is owned by Facebook. So whatever you post on Instagram is automatically going to populate on your Facebook page. So if you do a reel and vice versa, if you do a reel and post it on Facebook, it's going to populate on your Facebook page on Instagram. So they do interchange crossly. So I'm going to put this up. Do have your pen and paper, because she's going to give you a blueprint as to how to get started with the reels. And like I said, I've messed up. I have messed up. I have put up a reel and forgot to put the captions like I wanted, or I did something and the editing didn't come out right. You're going to mess up. It's okay. Guess what? You can re-edit it. You can always go and re-edit it on your phone and re-upload it. I will say that I do love the video quality for the iPhones. I'm an Apple fan. So if you have an Apple phone, the video is just freaking amazing. And yes, reels are only created on your phone, so your Apple or your Android. They're only created on your phone. You can't create a reel being on Facebook or Instagram on your computer, or you can do it on an iPad, but you can't do it on a computer. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and.
The other thing, if I could, I wanted to say, is even if you mess up, just keep going, because the more you put up there, ain't nobody gonna remember that.
There's now a
They're not gonna remember your mess ups. They're not gonna remember the times when that video didn't have the caption or whatever. Just keep, the more you put up, the more people are gonna watch anyway. So just keep that in mind. Even if you mess up, put it up anyway, because ain't nobody gonna remember it by next week.
And then the general rule, you want to do, like I found out recently, you want to do like 80% education and like 20% fun, crazy stuff.
Yeah, entertainment, funny.
Entertainment. So people like to be educated. They like to know stuff. So, you know, break it down, you know, how you can write down how did you get into this? You know, what is a spirit dial? You know, how do spirit dials help other people? You know, how does what is it? How long you've been doing, you know, hair? You know, Sheila, you have a lot of footage. And my quick tip, if you want to get started and you don't have any new material, go on your phone. I know I got over 40,000, I got over 5,000 videos of stuff on my phone that I didn't even realize I had. You can go back and use a video from 2 years ago. Don't nobody know.
No, nobody know.
Don't nobody know.
Say too is do what Danyelle and I are doing, where you feature other people's work. So you can even, you know, tell people a story that you just read or an article that you just read. Like she said, people don't care. They just want to learn. They just want to suck up the information. So even on TikTok, you can do what's called a duet and then post a video on that side, and you just sitting there watching it and people still will check you out.
Yeah, you could do that on for reals too. You know, it's funny. You just your reaction, like, what is that? You can even talk.
You don't even have to talk.
You don't have to talk, but you can give your perspective on what it is that they're talking about. It's like we can do that. We can do that with each other. You know, somebody put up a reel and what is it? Or TikTok, and it's like you know, you can comment about it, you can share about it. I think it's Mama Head's daughter, if I believe, somebody put up a TikTok of their child singing, and it was absolutely amazing. And I went the next day, I called it the next day, and it was on Malcolm Jamal Warner's fan page. And it was literally going viral because over 40, when I last checked it, 4,300 people liked that video on Malcolm Jamal Warner's page. And what happens is, if it goes viral, different people who have large audiences would get picked up. It would start circulating with their audience, and then it would start circulating with other people's audience. And that's how you end up getting something to go from 0 likes to like maybe 10 likes to like, now you got 1K, a million people liking one video. So it's just consistently getting it out there. I'm gonna at the Queen of Duty, I'm gonna actually put the link in or if I can have the screen, that's what I forgot, ask for the screen share so I can show the video.
You got it already, honey.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that.
I heard you say it and I did it.
You're awesome. Okay, so let me go share. Okay, so her name is Jade Benson. And as you see, she's got over 77,000 subscribers. So I kind of think she knows what she's doing. I want to make this bigger, not multiplayer. There we go.
Proven way to grow your following on Instagram, no matter what niche you're in, regardless of how many followers you.
There we go.
Guys, I have a confession to make. I have not uploaded an Instagram Reels video in a long time, and that has led to me unintentionally hoarding a lot of information, a lot of tips, tricks, hacks that will really help you explode the performance of your Reels. So first of all, my apologies, I won't ever do it again, but I'm making up for that by dedicating this entire video to me sharing all of my top tips, tricks, and hacks. So get a pen and paper because it's going to be a detailed video. Also, if you're new here, then hi, my name's Jade, lovely to meet you. Please hit the subscribe button because I upload content just like this every single week. Let's get to it. Okay, so can we all just decide to collectively ignore that wonky photo? please and thank you. I will fix it eventually. Just give me a second. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the quality of your reels. And this is super, super important because Instagram's algorithms will actually look at the quality of your reel when it's trying to decide whether or not it's going to share your reel and have it blow up and be seen by thousands and thousands of people, okay? It will actually look at how high quality your reel is, which might sound like bad news to you because you might be suffering from a very common problem, which is that the quality of your reels are trash. I've been there, okay? This is not me passing judgment. There are ways to fix this though, fear not. So there's two things that you want to do which will drastically improve the quality of your reels. The first thing is that you want to shoot your reels in 4K, right? You do not want to shoot your reels in HD because Instagram Reels does not support HD as well as it does support 4K videos. So that is what you want to shoot in. Make sure you do that every single time you go to capture content. The second thing you want to do, and this is going to blow your mind if you didn't know that this setting existed, there's an actual setting on your Instagram that you have to turn on if you want a high quality upload. I mean, who doesn't want high quality uploads? Like, why would I ever want that to be off? But there's a setting and I'll show you how to find it. So you want to get your Instagram page open and you want to head to the settings button on the top right hand corner. From there, you want to click on account. You then want to click on data usage and you can see that little toggle which says turn on high quality uploads. Now, please be aware that it may take a little bit longer for your reels to upload, but I mean, that is a small price to pay if it means that our reels are going to start looking super sharp and crisp, etc. So that is what you want to do. Shoot in 4K and turn on that toggle and the quality of your reels will drastically improve. So next up, I like to call this tip the replay method. You know, I like to give names to random things for absolutely no reason. It brings me joy. I'm calling this one the replay method. Now, let me give you some context. Another signal that Instagram's algorithms will look at when it's trying to decide whether or not it's going to push your reel to the high heavens is how long people watched your reel for, but also whether or not people were rewatching your reel. Here's the reason why. Instagram's sole purpose is to keep people on their platform for as long as possible, which, by the way, is every social media platform's sole purpose, right? So anytime you can demonstrate to Instagram that you are keeping people on their platform for longer because people are rewatching your reel over and over again, that is going to help you get in their good books and get your content pushed out to so many more people. Now, there's a way that we can trigger this, right? And this is where the replay method comes in. Essentially, what this method entails is you including a lot of valuable information in one reel very quickly so that people want to rewatch it or have to pause the reel in order to read all the text or, you know, absorb all the information on the screen. You've probably seen this done before, but potentially in a way that's a bit jarring. There is a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. So like the wrong way is when people put loads and loads of text on the screen. Like, so someone's saying the top 10 places to visit in London, and then they put loads of text on the screen really, really quickly, and then it all disappears, and they know for a fact that no one was able to read that. That's when people are using that in a slightly frustrating way. What you want to do is do something similar where you're putting a lot of text or a lot of value, maybe you're changing outfits a lot, whatever the value is that your content provides through your reels, you want to make sure that you're stacking a lot of that in a short period of time so that people feel the need to rewatch it or pause it to really absorb what you're saying. You don't want to do it in a way where it's impossible to read all at once. We're not trying to trick people here. You just want to do it in a way where if someone was really interested in what you were sharing, they would need to rewatch it or they would need to engage with it a little bit more to truly get the most amount of value from that reel, okay? That is the replay method because that is what triggers people to continuously replay and rewatch your videos. So let's talk about captions, but specifically advanced captions. I really do love.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not
commercials
more, just from this
in the middle of the video.
And I don't know if you can see.
There we go.
I really do love to fluff things up, don't I? So let's talk about advanced captions on your reels. I'm talking about the text what appears on your screen that allows people who do not have their volume turned on or who have hearing difficulties to read what you're saying in your reel. So it goes without saying that having some form of captions on your reel are very, very important, right? For those two reasons that I just mentioned. Sometimes people don't have the sound on, and also some people have issues with hearing, so you want everyone to be able to engage with your reel and know what it is that's being said. So that's the main thing I want to get out of the way. Now, you can add a caption sticker to your reels, which is super easy. I'll put a screen recording here so you can see how it's done. And that's great. However, to take it one step further, you want to pay attention to the type of captions that are appearing on your screen. So the most standard format are the ones which are appearing here. And do not get me wrong, I love those ones. I still use that format on my stories from time to time. However, if you scroll along and actually select this form of captions, you'll find that it's actually a lot easier for people to read your captions and follow along with what it is that you're saying when they're watching your content. And the reason why is because with this style of captions, there are multiple words on screen at one time, rather than a word appearing one by one and disappearing quickly. So it just means that people are able to read what you're saying and follow along a lot easier. To take this one step further, you can actually write out your captions yourself. And what this would allow you to do is to ensure that there's a chunk of text on your screen for the right amount of time, and that people actually have enough time to read everything you're saying as your content progresses. So if we think back to a time where there was no caption sticker, so people used to have to type out what they were saying, you'll actually realize that it was a lot easier to follow along with what was being said when people were typing out what they were saying versus having these captions appear and disappear really quickly on the screen. Another thing you could do to make it even more advanced and even more fancy is to add text to the screen to accentuate certain points. So when you're saying certain things which you would like people's attention to be drawn to, you can add the text to the screen so that it pops up at different times, and that will just accentuate some of the things that you're saying and help your messaging land a little bit more. Another thing to flag here, more in regards to the other type of captions. So I'm now talking about your post captions, right? A lot of people will say you don't need to write a caption for your reel, or you don't need a long caption for your reel, because realistically, when people are browsing their reels, they rarely read the captions. And that is true. People rarely read the captions of your reels. However,
so I'm gonna pause real quick because she's British, she's calling them captions. We typically call them content. So she's talking about the content section. So when you create a video, you hear me a lot talk about, okay, so what is the video? What are you talking about? What is the content of what it is that you're posting? So I just want to make sure that, you know, we got the dialect together. That to me, captions are still the words that you put that are, you know, on screen for the video for people to read, like closed, I think of it like closed captioning. But when it comes to posting about what the video is, or what, you know, what that to me, that's content. She used captions in two different ways, and I didn't want to get you guys confused. Does that make any sense? Okay. All right. I just paused it for a second. Any questions so far?
No, you didn't put the link in the chat. I didn't see it.
All right. I'll put the link in the chat. I'm gonna hit play and I'm gonna put the link in the chat.
Thank you.
Don't agree that means that you don't have to write a caption at all. A caption is always a great opportunity for you to communicate with your most engaged audience, because people will still read your captions. And if someone's decided to read your caption, that probably means they're a super engaged follower. So you want to give them something to read, and you want to make the most of the fact that you have that level of engagement with someone. But also, we have to remember that Instagram will actually read your captions and use the text in your captions to try and figure out what your content is about. So if you've written a caption which does a great job at being engaging, but also describes your content on your niche in some kind of way, there's a chance that Instagram will pick up on that, and it will use your caption to really categorize and understand what your content is about. And that's important, because when Instagram understands what your content is about, it's a lot more likely to share it with people who would be interested in your content, right? So I'm going to link to a video up here where I talk about that whole system in a lot more detail, because it's really, really interesting and really worth knowing if you're serious about growing on the platform. Okay, so let's move on and talk a bit about hooks. In order for us to really truly understand how important and how valuable a good hook is in our reel, we need to talk about the fact that our attention spans as human beings are abysmal. Now, I researched for a while trying to find how long our attention spans currently are, and there's so much debate about it online. There's like a bit of beef going on. Some people say it's 8 seconds, other people say it's not 8 seconds, but then they don't say how long it really is. The point is, our attention spans are super, super, super short, right? And they're even shorter on Instagram Instagram. When someone is browsing the reels on their Instagram page, they literally decide whether or not they're going to watch the rest of that reel within seconds of them seeing it. Realistically, we're talking within 3 seconds of your reel appearing on their Instagram page, they're going to decide whether or not they're going to keep on watching. So what do we do to leverage that, right? We make sure that something appears on the screen within the first few seconds of our reel, which grabs our audience's attention and makes them want to continue watching. The easiest way to do this is to put text on your screen within the first few seconds of your reel, and you want that text to say something that will appeal to your audience, right? So for example, this reel here says that I hit 1,000 subscribers in April 2021. I know that my audience full of content creators and entrepreneurs are going to see that text and think, oh, and then what happened next? Or immediately think, oh, how did she do that, right? Because I know what my audience are interested in, and I know that that's going to grab their attention. So what are your audience interested in, and what can you say that is relevant to your reel that will hook them in and persuade them to continue watching your content? It's also worth noting that hooks are also important for your captions. So I've got an example of a reel here, and at the start of my caption, I wrote, let's talk about money. Again, I knew that this was going to get some attention. I knew that people would see that and want to click those little 3 dots so that they could open up the rest of my caption and read what I had to say in regards to money. So hooks are really relevant across multiple different features on Instagram. But for the sake of today's video, I want you to focus on ensuring that you have a hook within the first few seconds of your reel, and also ensuring that the first few words in your captions are also hooking your audience in. Let's talk about trending audio. Now, by now you probably know
for just $67, you can make as many videos as you want, and you never need to pick up a camera or use any fancy.
Probably know that if you use an audio that is being used frequently amongst your peers on Instagram, there is a chance that you might end up reaching more people as a result. Why? Well, Instagram knows when an audio is popular. So when other creators use that audio, Instagram clocks onto it and it gives that content a bit of a nudge, because in Instagram's eyes, the fact that you're using the audio is a good sign that whatever it is that you've created is probably going to be well received by an audience, because that audio has been used before and people have loved it, right? That's why trending audio is a thing. So how do you find trending audio? Well, there's a simple way, and then there's like the slightly more extra way. Obviously, I'm going to tell you both. The simple way is to go onto your Instagram, head onto a reel and start browsing different reels, and keep an eye out for this little arrow mark on the bottom left-hand side of the screen, because when that arrow is there, it means that Instagram has decided that that piece of audio is trending. It's on the rise. People are using it a lot. It's a good one to consider using. Now, another way that you can find trending audio is to listen to the trending audio influencers. I'm not sure if that's what they would like to be referred to as, but I can't think of a better name. But essentially, there are a bunch of creators on Instagram who dedicate a lot of their content to simply sharing which audios are trending, which ones aren't, right? So there are a few creators like that out there. I will try and find a few and I'll put them in the description so you can follow them, but they're also a super useful resource as well. Now, the slightly extra way to find trending audio that I referred to previously is to not only look for audio that's trending because it has that arrow or because a trending audio influencer has told you that it's trending, but to specifically look for trending audio that is being used regularly within your niche. So this is like one step further, because what you'll find is that there's some audios that are used more frequently within your niche than they are within another niche. And realistically, if you want your reel to blow up or do well, you need to make sure that you're using audio that you know is relevant to you, your niche, but also your audience will like. And the best way for you to do that is to try and find trending audio that is being used by other creators within your niche. This should be fairly easy. You just want to head to your Explore page, click on the search bar and search in a keyword that is relevant to your niche. So I might type in social media marketing, and from there I can just browse all the reels which appear and have a look out for some trending audio. Don't forget that when you find trending audio, you just need to click on the audio and click on the save button, and that way you can access that audio later when you are creating your reels. Okay, so you've used all of these amazing hacks and now you're getting a really great amount of views and plays on your reels. Well done, I'm so proud of you, I never doubted you. Now there's a new problem though, unfortunately. The problem now is that, yeah, you're getting loads of new people looking at your reels, but no one's following you. Or they are following you and then they're unfollowing you super quickly. Let me tell you why that's happening. The main reason for this to happen is to do with your content library. So it's actually to do with all of the content that you have shared before you posted that reel. And here's why. If we put ourselves in our audience's shoes, right, and we're browsing on Instagram and we just see a reel pop up that is super relevant to us, us, it's really high quality and we absolutely love it. One of a few things might happen. We might click on your profile and have a look at your other content. And when that happens, we need to see a library of content that is similar in quality to that reel that we just saw. Because we want to look at your content library and be reassured that you create amazing reels and posts like that on a regular basis. Because if we think that, then we're probably going to follow you, because now we're like, oh, well, this person creates content like this all the time. I want to see more of this, right? So that's one thing that might happen. Another thing that might happen when we find your amazing reel is that we might just follow you straight away. We might be like, yeah, sold. Absolutely love this reel. I'm convinced that I'm going to love everything else that this person shares. Now, if you then proceed to upload a bunch of random content that isn't high quality or isn't related to that reel that we followed you for, we're probably going to unfollow you, because now we're like, hold on, who's this person? Why are they talking about cats? I'm a dog person, right? We're going to get confused and we're going to be like, oh, I don't know why I'm following this person. I don't actually like their stuff. And that is what leads to the mass unfollowing that some people experience when they post a viral reel. Now, the third thing that might happen is that we do not follow you at all. So we see your amazing reel, we love it, we laugh, we cry. It's like an absolute cinematic masterpiece, but we just keep it moving, right? And we don't follow you. Now, if you have a good content library and if you continue to upload high quality content like that, which is related to the same niche, right? The chances are we're going to see your reel again, because we saw it the first time, we may be engaged with it, we probably watched it the whole way through, which means that Instagram's going to think that we like your content. So there's a big chance that we're going to see your reel again up on our explore page or somewhere else in the future. Now, I know that we were being a bit stush. Oh my God, I've not used the word stush in ages. Showing my age there. That was like a slang word when I was at school. I know we're being a bit stush and not following you after one reel, but if we see 2 or 3 more of your reels, and they're all really great quality, and again, they're related to the same niche, we're probably going to follow you at least at some point. It might take us a few times. We're playing hard to get. We'll follow you eventually, right? So that is how your content library, your past content and your future content will help you convert people into followers when they see your reels. So that's it, guys. I finally got all of those reels and hacks that I've been keeping to myself for some reason. I've got them off my chest. My conscience is now clear. If you want more in-depth training, I do have a bunch of resources available to you instantly. I will put links and all of the details in the description. But alternatively, if you feel like hanging around a little bit more, then I do recommend checking out this video. It is the first video in my 3-part series where I break down Instagram's algorithms, plural, there are multiple, how they work, how to utilize them, the whole shebang. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Guys, I have a confession to make.
Okay, I know that was a lot, but let me know. I want to know what did you gather from it? What did you pick out? What did you get? Like, she gave 5 tips and it's a lot. Like, I know it can be a lot, but I just want to know that helped you better understand Instagram reels, or how to make your reels I want to say popular, but how to make how to make them so that people see them.
Right. So for me, I liked her video because I just went on, I was taking notes and I said, why don't you just go ahead and do what she's saying? So I just and updated my high quality in my Instagram. So that helped a lot. Yeah. So I just appreciated the way she broke it down and told you exactly where to find everything. So that was cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Like, Mama Head, I really want, you know what, a really good reel for you. And this is just my idea, my marketing strategy, doing the 5 Tibetan rites. Just, if you can do that and condense it down into like a minute, you know what I'm saying, like that, people like me, like your sister, will love to do a duet with you of me doing the 5 Tibetan rites with you as a duet. That helps both our audience. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, other Black people doing this, and I guess I might need to do this too. Well, see that. So, if you was to do a 5 Tibetan rite one, that just real quick, and then you could also talk about, if you have video of, I know you got video of you dancing, and if you being you could talk about dance. You could talk about real quickly, how you got into the 5 Tibetan rites, why you do the 5 Tibetan rites every day. You know what I'm saying? One video can start the trend for several more. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, so you know, I just want to throw that out there. That's all, you know.
Well, in the past, sometimes I do some without talking at all, and I just go through the rights. But you know, I always refer to, you know, like you were saying earlier about referring to other people's pages, and I share where I get my information, and always encourage people to do research and look up, you know, things like that, and different tidbits from my different teachers. So I do have those types of things on there. And, you know, I was doing them at 6:30, but I changed to 7. And, you know, it's just, you know, some people aren't up that early. And my goal is to get up and do them at 7 on Mondays for, you know, for the week when I switch over to the new 2, you know, when I upgrade the 2, you know, every week. So sometimes it's Tuesday, like last week it was Tuesday, today it was Monday. It depends on if I get up at 5:45, but my goal is to be up at 7 and do them. And then I also had a Zoom where I will open up, you know, but I told people, let me know if you're coming or not, you know, because I said, you know, I'm not going to turn it on if nobody's coming, because I used to just do it anyway. Just always have it on. Like I had the link in my Instagram profile, you know, so people could hit that and join me. But then I fell off, you know. Because
we all could get back on, but do you have any old videos of you doing it on your phone?
Of me doing the 5 rights on my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, because I have a whole series on Instagram and Facebook that is the 5 right series. I found out that you can do series on Instagram where, you know, when you're posting constantly to, you know, like my 5 rights, I have a series of 5 rights. So that's got like 70 of them there, 73 posts on there of the 5 rights in my videos. So on my phone, no, because I lost my old phone, and so this is a new one. So I need to do them on the phone, because I know I could also have them running, you know, like you're doing here. I could have it where I'm talking through, and if I did a quiet one with just maybe background music, because I do have them on YouTube too, but I don't have me actually doing them deals.
So no, what you can do is if you have it on YouTube, you go on Google and search what's called a YouTube converter, a free YouTube converter. And what you can do is take the link of what you already have on YouTube and convert it to an MP4 and download it. And now you have the video back on your phone.
Okay.
Everything ain't lost. I know how people feel, oh my God, I lost everything that was on that phone. But if it's out there in the internet, you can grab it right back. Right. And that way you have the video, and you can go and edit the video. And if, let's say you have a 50-minute Tibetan Rite video on YouTube, well, you can grab that video back and cut it down to a minute.
Okay. Do is the one that's on YouTube, I just did each rite by itself and went through it playing. So I got like 6 videos, and that's what I have. And then I have one workout that I did that I was just free nilly, but I like to call mine movement, because, you know, if I say movement, then people can't say, oh, well, you're not blah, 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 and you're not certified. I'm certified in movement because my body moves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gave my own.
The wheels is an excellent way, breaking it down. Like, I think one time I was at Trap Yoga, I videotaped me doing yoga for 45 minutes, and then sped it up within a minute.
Right.
Gotcha. And then I added music to it. I think I could find it. I added music. So not only did that get more interested in me, I was also promoting Trap Yoga. Like, if we got this yoga on Wednesday night, y'all need to come over here. So you can use your video to direct people over to YouTube, still direct it over to you.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I'm just picking people, like how we can do this. That's how we can bring this out. And I would love to get together, you know, I don't know, maybe this Sunday have an Instagram party, Instagram reel party. Maybe get over at the shop, at the loft, you know what I'm saying, and sit here and help each other with each other reels. Either shooting it, editing it, putting it out there. Because once you get into the groove of things, I swear to God, one time I probably put out 5 at one time, because I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling something. Oh, I didn't figure this. And it's not as daunting. It's work, but it's fun kind of work, because, you know, you're putting yourself out there. You're sharing yourself.
Yes.
And the rewards that I wouldn't say, to me, I call it the instant gratifications when I come back an hour and like 500 people done looked at my reel already. I'm like, what the hell? Like,
Right.
oh, okay.
Mama Evelyn, what you got? Your hand is up.
Well, I wanted to say, well, that's why I got myself on 2 devices, because I
I'm sorry.
don't want to.
Danyelle, 1 second. Can you pull us back down if you're through video with the video
Gotcha.
so we can see each other?
Okay, is that better?
No, take the share off. Unless you're not through. Okay.
Okay. All right. I wanted to say that I wanted to ask the question is that I don't want to tie up my phone. And when I do my Zoom class, my phone is hanging up here on this device. Excuse my desk. It looks very bad. But anyway, so I see it. You see, I have this hook up here. And all I have to do is, and so all I want is something that's hanging from here that I can come in and, oh, let me share that I'm doing this on my table, and I just want to hit it and go. I don't want to sit up here and put the phone up here and hook it up so it doesn't cut off. And so I want another device. We do have a second phone line with an Android. So, but I'm not sure how the camera is on here. But this was just because they were calling my very old house phone. So that's what I want to do. That's, I do take shots, snapshots of what I'm doing on the table as I'm doing it. But I want, and I do have some video, but I want to.
Remember, you don't have to, it doesn't have to be all video. You can snap, I might have to go open up the Zoom to show you, but there's ways that you could do the pictures where it's like pop, 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 pop. Stuff like that with the music gets people attention. And I'm like, well, what is this? How's she doing? And what, like she said, sometimes you want to have some reels would be so quick they have to stop, go back, replay, pause, look at it, be like, okay, that's a way of getting interest too. So it could be a combination of stills and live action.
Yeah, so I do have a lot of stills. I have stills of the way that I, make my little cup holder thing. I mean, my little, these little things here. And I have stills of me recycling paper bags into smaller paper bags. And yeah, so I have a few of those going, and how I made the monkey drums. So I have that on my phone.
Isn't it?
Oh, I see you got a double. I see that. Okay.
So isn't it on Instagram added a new, I don't know, it's new to me, but I think there's a place when you're doing a story or a reel, I think it's story, where you can do that, where to do a few pictures and put them together. I think
you can actually do it in both. They have templates, you can do it in both. And we actually have somebody just join us. I know she quiet in the background and not on screen, but her name is Monica Ross. I want to welcome you, Monica, to Mommy Mogul Mindset Monday. And quickly, can you just tell us? Can you unmute yourself and just say hi and tell us a little bit about yourself? She might be getting dressed right now. But I know this woman.
And we're going to move forward with the segment as well. So when she comes on, we definitely want to meet her.
Okay. So is there any more questions? Comments, concerns?
Mama Evelyn, that Five Below where you can get your yoga balls. They also have a lot of little tripods. They have the tiny tripods you can put on. They have that you can hang and have your phone dangling so you can do things hands-free. Oh yeah, Five Below got a lot of.
They also have a ring light, a nice little travel ring light that you can put on your phone, so you can have more lighting. It just clips right on your phone, so it's like, oh, okay, I can have a little bit more lighting.
Or like, I just pull a lamp up and take the shade off, okay, in case you don't want to buy all that wonderful stuff.
Well, I
No,
appreciate all of this information, Danielle. I am glad that I have the recording because I'm going to go back over this stuff. Not only what the video said, but what you were sharing as well. Because I have, when I walked away, I was looking for my my book, the book that I created, you know, and all through that book, I have the sister that's dancing, and then I have a statement that what it represents as it relates to natural hair and doing natural hair. And I think I have about 8 of them, something like that I can just throw up there, you know, take that picture and throw it up and what it says as far as the capture. So that gave me some ideas of what to, you know, what I can do as far as, anything, and to do it more often. So I'm going to get that. I'm going to go through the video and actually update everything. Yeah.
So I was also thinking about how, you know, to show a video I use a web browser called Brave, and there are no commercials, no interruptions. I don't know if I posted it. Anyway, you can get it. You can download it from the Google or Apple store. Yeah, the Apple store or the Google store for the download for Brave. It's called Brave. It's a browser like Google and Safari. And so that's one that I use, and I don't have interruptions when I'm showing videos and playing music. You know how they'll do the commercial and just break up the whole vibe, you know. So there's a other option too as well. Brave. It's called Brave browser.
Brave, B-R-A-V-E.
Yeah, B-R-A-V-E. You know sign language, Mom Hit? The reason why I learned is because the children and I used to play on this one website and they had the alphabet, so I do know the alphabet.
Okay.
Yeah. I love sign language though.
All right, ladies. Danielle, you got anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for all that good information. I really like that YouTuber. I discovered her a couple months ago. She's really good. So check her channel out. Did you put the link in the chat?
Yes, I did.
Okay, great. So yeah, definitely subscribe to her channel, y'all, because she has some great content. All right, so we're about to get going. What we got for these young people today? Yeah, what we got? Each one of us are seasoned on here. It's after 9 o'clock, so I don't know if we're off live or not, but if we are still on live, we want to say peace, love, so long, and farewell to our Facebook family. And we're live on Facebook and YouTube. We're live on YouTube? Sheila? No, we're live on Facebook and what?
We're just on
We're just on Zoom right now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Okay, ladies, so let's get into it. What is it that we well, first we're tapping into our wombs. So before we even get started, let's go ahead and tap into our own wombs by taking our hands, bringing them together at your heart chakra. And we just want to gently rub them together. Inhaling, exhaling. And this is a technique I learned in womb wisdom years ago. This is a way to connect with your womb. So we're gonna generate that heart energy because we're all electricity. That's really all we are. Electricity and water. Our bodies anyway. So we want to rub them together. You want to even speed it up as fast as you can. Generate, 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 generate. And then take your hands and gently place them on your womb. Now you can put them in a downward triangle. That is the feminine symbol for the womb. So you can breathe into the womb that way. Or you can just gently place them however your hands choose to lay. You just want to inhale here. Breathing from the womb and exhaling Inhaling and exhaling. And how you know you're doing it properly is that your diaphragm or your womb is going to expand out and then come in. Now, for those who may not know, your womb is the area on your tummy or your belly beneath your belly button. So beneath your belly button and right above your hairline of your genitals, that is your womb space. All right. And that's usually where the baby sits. If you carry a baby, that's where the baby sits. So that is also our seat of creation. Okay. Something happens, you usually feel it in the womb. Usually you can walk into a room, if the energy's not feeling right, if it's a little off, you can feel it where? In your gut, right? In the womb. Okay. So this is a very sacred space for women and for men. Okay, they have a womb too, and we talked about that in one of our other series. We talked about that, so we're not gonna go there. But yes, so this is this area we want to focus on. So inhaling through the nose, exhaling from the mouth, inhaling and exhaling. As you breathe, as you inhale, your diaphragm or your womb should expand out. And as you exhale, it should go in. Out on the inhale, in on the exhale. Out on the inhale, in on the exhale. Very nice. All right, and just feel that energy right there circulating. Just breathe normally and just feel it circulate. Very nice. All right, and when you're ready, you can just gently release your hands and allow them to fall to the side. All right, all right, all right, all right. Now there's so many other variations of womb meditations we could do together, and we'll get into that in this month, because this month we're talking about womb wisdom. And I feel like, you know, fall for me, fall and winter is those wisdom months. It's those months where you just sit and you just kind of, you know, contemplate, reflect, go deep within. So when spring and summer comes, you can get it popping. You know what I'm saying? You can be out here like, period. You know what I mean? So that's what I think of when I think of the fall and I think of winter. And so today is no other. And for the month of October, we're going to be talking about womb wisdom. And we're going to be talking about what I wish I knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought about this because as a young girl, you know, being raised in the streets of Detroit, my mother passed when I was 3. She passed from a heroin overdose when I was 3 years old. And so my father, bless his heart and his soul, honey, raised me the best he could, best he knew how. And I appreciate him, and all of my family members and relatives that stepped up to raise me, I appreciate them. But nothing is like a mother's love. Nothing, you know? And there are a lot of young people. I don't know if you guys see it, but I see it every day driving through the streets of Detroit. There's so many young people out here who are homeless, who don't have, anywhere to go. They don't have family structure like a lot of us were raised with. And so we are charged with that responsibility of taking care of those babies. You know, they're 20, 25, you know, they're younger than us. They're considered grown and adult, but they haven't been equipped with the tools and the know-how. I can't tell you how many times I've stepped up to a market here in Detroit and a young person, 16, 17, 18, 22, 23, has stepped to me and said, do you mind buying me some food? I have family members, I have siblings at home who are hungry. And I'm like, well, where's your parent? Oh, they're not around. I'm just out here just trying to get us some food. I promise you this happened more than a handful of times. And I bought a basket full, as much as I can. Look, here you go. I've driven down the street and seen a baby about 13, 14, maybe 12, walking down the street in the pouring rain with no coat on, a short sleeve shirt, barely got your... I hurried up and pulled over and gave my coat. Hey, I don't know you, but here you go. You know? So I don't know like where it is in other parts of the world, but I know here in Detroit, these babies are really going through. So I can only imagine what they're going through in the rest of the country, the rest of the world, whatever have you. So I feel like, you know, part of that is our responsibility to share knowledge, to share wisdom. And as a young person, I mean, I got it how I lived. I had to learn as I go. You know, I had to take what was given to me and make do. And we all do that in our own way. So we just want to make it a little lighter, a little gentler, a little easier for those that are coming up. And so for today, we're going to talk about, for the rest of the time, we're going to talk about what I wish I knew in my 20s. Like, really, what do I wish I knew? So before we do that, Monica Ross, are you available? We want to definitely acknowledge you and say hello.
Hello, everybody. I'm trying to get dressed. I was just hopping in because Miss Danyelle invited me. So I wanted to, you know, support my sister. So how y'all doing this morning?
We are doing fabulous. So how are you?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this. I'm learning already.
Oh,
So, y'all are definitely a great vibe. I think I'm gonna come back in here. So
we're a vibe, y'all. We're a whole vibe.
Well,
yes,
my name is Monica. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm in the business with Danyelle with wellness products, and I also have a clothing line that I do as well. And I'm just all around, y'all. I'm like, she's a Jamaican. I call her my Jamaican gal.
Yes.
She be doing so much stuff.
2, 3, 4, 5 jobs.
Yes, and she's inspiring me. So I just love to be around people that it's about that same life. You know, that's why I always say hashtag I'm about that life, you know. I call myself the gorilla because you know, real short. I don't want to take up your time, but when I was younger, I was bullied because of my big lips. And so people used to say, Monkey Monica. I could laugh at it now because it's funny. But now when they see them big lips, they like, I wish I had those lips. So I just identify myself and be like, okay, because I'm the gorilla of the business. I know how to get it out the mud. I don't mind getting ugly when it's time to, you know, to work out or whatever I need to do. So yeah, so that's all. That's about me. And I got 3 kids and 7 grandchildren. So I'm a grandmother I'm 48 years old.
Come on with it now. You sound like an Olympic.
Girl, 48 with 7 grandchildren, honey. You are ahead of me. I got 1.
And Monica, tell them where you're from. Tell them where you're calling from.
I am from Baton Rouge, but I'm from New Orleans.
You know, it's in the building, man. New Orleans has been all around me for a minute. I'm getting down there. I'm going.
Come on down. Like
I'm going. That's what
I sound like I was young. You thought I was young? Thank you, girl. I love you already.
Well, welcome so much. Thank you so much for joining, Danyelle. Thank you for bringing someone new. I really appreciate that. We all do. All right, so let's get going, ladies. Let's put it out here. So hopefully you have your pen and paper ready, because over here on Mondays, we get sit in, okay? We have assignments for the week, okay? We have things we have to do, okay? All right, so the assignment for this week is what I wish I knew in my 20s. And I'm going to challenge you. Oh, yes, ladies, I'm going to challenge you for a moment. Let me get your music together, honey, because you're about to do some work, okay? And, you know, I want to set you up, get you comfortable, all right? So you're not complaining over here talking about, no, it's okay. I got you. So I'm going to play some music, and you're going to write down for me 10 what I wish I knew when I was 20.
That's a long.
I challenge you. I challenge you, and I'm timing it.
Oh my goodness.
I'm timing it. So I need you to like my girl Monica just said, get it out the mud. We're all lotuses, honey. Get it out the mud. We're all lotuses.
At peace, we need some time to go back in our mind to 20. You know?
Honey, you sound like the teenagers in my class. Don't do that. You sound like the middle schoolers in my class. Don't do that. No, ma'am. You can handle the pressure. Just a little bit of pressure.
I got it.
Pressure. Dun, 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 dun.
You said how many things? 10 or 20?
Huh?
How many things? 10 or 20?
Oh, okay, then. That's on period. 10 plus. How about that? 10 plus. Since you want to talk about it. 10 plus. Okay. So you can start at any time. I'm gonna go ahead and find some good music for you to vibe to. But in the meantime, I want you to write down 10 things that you wish you knew in your 20s. Honey, if somebody could have told you. And I will give you 3 minutes to make that happen. What do you wish you knew in your 20s? Woo, child. I wish I knew that I couldn't go back. I couldn't go back to being a kid. I was that kid that was like, I want to be down. Oh, girl, bye. No, you don't. All right, let's see here. What I wish I knew in my 20s. I don't know today. All right, let's try this one. Let's vibe out to this song. All right. Coming up on 1.5 minutes. Where's my music?
I see you, queen. Yes, queen. It's impressive how you keep it all together, though you got so much pressure on you, heavy. But like a diamond, you just always keep on shining through. Cause every time you look up, all the stars are all you see. I know it takes patience, it takes time. Don't rush a thing. Did it with grace and with a smile. You're such a queen. Such a queen. Girl, put your crown on. And all the pain is starting to let down on. Girl, put your head high. Cause you'll be winning while the bitches get by. Like, ooh. I see a queen when I'm looking at you. Yeah. Ooh. You know the queen's gotta do what queens do. I never seen somebody do it like you do. You got me wondering how you make it look so easy. Amazingly you manage to juggle it all in your hands. Your job, your friends, and
40
all your
seconds.
family. I see it, but no, it takes patience. It takes time. Don't rush a thing. Did it with grace and with a smile. You're such a queen. Such a queen.
10 seconds.
Girl, put your crown on. All the haters starting to let down on. Girl, put your head high. You'll be winning while the bitches get by. I see a queen.
Oh, my phone. Time is up. My phone won't stop playing. Okay. All right. Ooh, some of y'all still writing. Okay. I'm here for it. Keep going. For those of you who are ready to share, who would like to go first, darlings? Who would like to
go first because I only have 5 things written down.
All right, then your charge for the week is to come up with the other 5.
I wish I had known that food was fuel and how to eat better.
Okay.
Believe in my talents and gifts more because I was unsure.
Yeah.
Knew more about my the history of Black people. Was more knew about the history of our people and how we've been misused, the conspiracy. Been more involved in the conscious community. I knew nothing about you guys, nothing. I mean, like Mama Shu and that Samara introduced me to, I said, oh, these are my people, wish I'd known about you.
Why do you wish you had known that? Why would that have been important in your 20s?
I think I would have started my journey to self-knowing sooner. Because when I was younger, in high school, like 17, 18, I had the natural, my fro was popping, I wore, yeah. But I didn't know anything about the significance of natural hair. Right. But yeah.
Okay.
And at 17, I took over the household finances because Mom would hide the money and say, oh, I ain't paying shit. I ain't buying no groceries. I ain't cooking. That's the way she would do it.
Mama.
But I wish I had known more about, the bill payment and how we could have paid our house off sooner, and how when my dad would hit the lottery for money, how to invest and how to set, all of that. Because white kids in affluent, households are taught the money thing, and how to deal with money and how to make money work for you. We're not taught that. We're taught to be consumers and pay the bills and work hard.
Right.
So, yeah, those are the 5 things I thought of.
All right. Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much. Ashe. Who would like to go next? Mama hat. Hit it, girl.
Okay, I was only able to pull out 3, so I know I have some. And Mama Evelyn added some about learning about our culture as African Americans and Africans. I wish I'd have known a little bit more about that, so I wanted to piggyback on that one. But I wish I'd known at 20 that I didn't have to start my period when she was on her way anyway. Okay, I took pills so I could start my period.
Oh,
so I could be, like my girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Girl, I don't know why you wanted to rush that process.
I didn't know it was gonna be a lifetime. I didn't know it was gonna be a lifetime.
Ain't tell you that part.
But that was actually at 16, so I cheated a little bit. Anyway, the other one is I didn't have to force. I used to do the little breast thing every day. I didn't have to force my breasts to grow when they were coming anyway, because when they came, I was like, what am I gonna do with these things? I covered up all the way up to my neck till college. So anyway, yeah, and to be patient with patience. That's what I wrote.
You got 7 more, sis. I know you got way more wisdom in that womb than that.
About 3, so I still need 5 more. Culture.
You say what? You only gave us 3. So what's the other 2?
I know, but I did add the 2 that Mama.
You can't take her. No.
I'm taking. I'm not.
Man, we're not piggybacking. We're not piggybacking. We're not doing that.
Listen, Linda.
Linda. Okay, what?
Go ahead. I'm gonna work on that. I'll do what I can. I'm gonna do what I can.
I have way more faith in each and every one of you. Why does this assignment seem to be difficult? I don't have 10 either, but 5 days from now, you can have 10. I don't understand why that.
Grow it, mama. I'm doing my assignment. I'm not gonna be in trouble too.
I got mine too. I'm ready, honey. I'm ready.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Thank you. Okay, Monica, how about you?
Okay, let me go back because I'm going back and forth as I'm cleaning up and coming to y'all. Okay. All right. This is good. I'm gonna have to bring this to my tribe and let them do some homework.
Please do, darling. Please do.
Yeah. So the 10 things I wish I knew is how to build my credit. That's one.
Baby, listen.
Number 2, I wouldn't have been a grandmother so fast. I wish I'd just waited to have my children just a little bit, like, past. I was hot, y'all. So I started at 18, and I wish I'd have kind of started at 30. So I don't regret having my children, but I wish that it would have caused me to finish my college, which brings me to my next point. I wish I would have finished school while I was in my 20s, then wait until now, but it's still never too late. But I think I would have caught it more faster, because our brains are more focused in. Number 3, I think I did say finish college, so that was number 3. Number 4, I wish I knew how to buy a house back then. Then I wouldn't be written, now. And better choices of men hunting.
Girl, listen, that's 10 right there. Who can't write 10 about that by itself?
Oh my God, I wish if just because he looked good, smell good,
everything that glitter ain't gold, baby.
Oh my God, I wish I had my tribe right here, y'all sisters. I wish I had made better money choices. Yeah. Like my sister was saying, I had already had that on there, so we was in alignment on that one. Like she said, the white people they taught to how to invest in stocks and bonds. We the ones that go out here buy Gucci, and all these other stuff, and we be broke the next day trying to look good for the man. So yeah, so I wish I'd have known that. 7 is sex. I know we ladies here. I wish I would have waited.
That's another 10. Right, 10 just on that.
I wish I would have gave myself to these men, because every person that you have sex with, they're in your body. They're spirits into your body now. So those spirits, I'm asking God they're releasing those men out of there.
Yeah.
I think I said to number 8 is to love me better. Yeah. I wish I'd have loved me better back then, because I tried to commit suicide when I was younger, because I was in depression. So yeah. And number 9, as I think I said not to rush to be an adult. I ain't know we had to pay bills, y'all.
Girl, didn't I say that in the beginning? You want to be grown? No, I pay bills.
And I just think that I would have rushed that. And the last one is embrace my natural beauty, everything. I don't like makeup now. I'm against it if anybody wears it, but I love my features and my if y'all see the profile, I mean, I don't have anything but lipstick. That's my natural, beautiful, radiant skin, no makeup.
Beautiful.
Thank you, but that's what I have, because I'm a breast cancer survivor. So I wish that I'd have known that, y'all, that I could have used some natural stuff, soap, deodorant, because I'm gonna share this with my tribe. Like, look,
we her tribe, y'all. Look, we her tribe already. Period.
They call Bab.
Period.
Yes, they call Bab. So I try to have ladies. I ain't gonna take up your time, but that's all I wanted to say. We'll come back on the next time, and I'll let y'all know me a little bit better.
Ashe. Thank you, Monica.
Thank you, Monica.
All right. Welcome, Star. We see you. What's up, girl? Make your list while you sitting there, or if you haven't already, if you've been listening, write down 10 things you wish you knew in your 20s, honey. That's what we're sharing right now. All right, who's next? Who got their list ready? Very good, Monica, by the way. You got all 10, so you get a star. You got all 10 down. All right, so who's next?
I'll
go.
go.
Oh, go Star. Go Star.
Oh, Star. Okay, I'm here for it.
I was looking for a notebook.
Oh,
No,
okay.
that was me who said I'll go.
Oh, okay, great.
So what I wish I knew in my 20s, I wish I had understood herbs and the value of herbs and the gardening and that point. I wish that my spirituality, I was within a yeah, I just wish my spirituality, the freedom of where I am now. I wish I'd have known, had that then, and had the courage to step away from what wasn't making sense to me. That I understood the importance of dental, that I understood my value being in all areas of life, being a woman, being an Aquarian, being being a sister, all of that stuff, being young. I wish I had understand my value more and my voice. That I understood my voice, and I wasn't comparing it with and the way I understood voice and the Chaka Khans. Well, I can't sing like that, so I must not be good, Definitely money, in all areas of about how to, manage your money, the value of money, the hacks of money, they call it hacks now, and hack this and that. I wish I would have gone deeper into the fashion that I was in so that, I can make my own clothes now. I used to do that. And I wanted to be an exercise, like a coach. I wanted to be like a gym teacher when I was in high school. And I say, yes, understand me. Yeah. And I wish I had travel set up more in my life. I wish I'd continued to travel all the time. Yeah. And my cultural history and our value of who we are as a people. And the value and the joy of that, not all the tragedy and then be stuck in anger. I wanted to see, I wish I understood more of our culture. I too, Mama Evelyn, it was when I met at Peace, and that was a part of my life, Peace and Danyelle and Sherry and all of them. When they came into my life, that was my cultural indoctrination. And then it's been going from there. Yep. So I think I had about 12.
Yeah, so you definitely get a star. That's for you. Okay.
When you're almost 70 next year, you got a lot more.
Okay, that's why I say, listen, I say we about to tap in. I know this is gonna be a good series right here because we about to tap in. Yes, ma'am. So you got your star. Monica, did you see your star? You got your star earlier. There's Monica's star again. All right. So we got Monica got a star. Sheila got a star. Evelyn, you get a heart. All right. Danyelle and Star. What you got for us? Oh, and Mama Het. You get the party symbol, lady, because you partying too much. You only had 3, so you must have been partying last night. Oh, you got your 7? Oh, you did. Hold on. Girl, we'll be back. We'll be back to you. Good job. Good job. I seen you over there writing. I said she's doing her assignment. Good girl. All right.
No, I got a 9.
Okay. Come on, Mama Evelyn. All right. So we got Danyelle and Star. We still got, we got as much time as we need. Right. So go ahead, Danyelle or Star. Which one would like to go first?
I want to jump in.
Okay, hit it.
I have learning more about my ancestry. I wish I learned more of it.
That is a
my
link.
20, you know, in my 20s, with my lineage. Granted, I'm learning it now, and I've learned more about myself and who I am now than then. But it would be nice to have this knowledge then and be more confident then where I am now, if that makes any sense. Definitely, I'm gonna go with the culture. Learning more about my culture, myself, not so much the conscious community, but just African culture in general. Once again, that ties into the self confidence. What is it? Natural hair care. I wish I knew about it in my 20s. I probably would have got locks then had I known about it. And I'm gonna say all things money, credit, budgeting. What is it? Credit, budgeting, the 7 streams of revenue, building empires. I wish I knew this then. And real estate. Wish I knew about it.
Ooh, that's a good one, girl. Yes, real estate in your 20s, honey.
And that's what I have so far, because everything else I learned in my 20s. I learned about sensuality and sexuality.
Well, you need to put that on your list. We got to help the young people.
Okay, so sensuality, being more feminine, using the sensual, you know, your sensual arts, being creative. Because belly dance came at 25, started at 25. So I'm like, that creativity, it's okay to be creative. It's okay to still be an adult and playing makeup and dress up and dance and have fun and just do you, just be in your own sacred space, doing you. Let's just call that what that is, just doing you, whatever that is, doing you.
Right, Leo, do you.
Yeah, because that's where, and then as far as the sensuality, belly dance popped up at 25. I don't know if you guys knew I was a burlesque dancer for a brief period. So that was
that when we met.
That was all about that. And she's still there. She's still there.
Period. We
that part,
honey.
learning the sensual arts, learning the sensual arts of eroticism. That's a good way of saying it. Because I'm like, all that came out in the 20s. All that came out in the 20s. And it's all a part of it. To me, it's all a part of being feminine. It really is. It's all a part of the art of being of femininity to me. Because and then did the herbs start coming around that time? I think the herbs start coming around that time. I think. Being more natural, being what is it? More self-sufficient. You know, the knowledge of actually taking care of yourself as opposed to taking care of others, recognizing symptoms and slight pains and knowing what to do, you know, not to ignore that, knowing what to do. Yeah. And I think that's it. That's my 10 right there.
Woohoo! Danyelle gets a star. There's your star, Danyelle. Yay! All right. Star. The star, bring the star, Star.
Right now, I only have 4.
Okay, we'll take it.
Okay, the first one is, I wish I knew who God really was and had the understanding of who she is in my life. Number 2, I wish I knew who I was in my 20s. Number 3, I wish I knew that depression was just a habit that needed to be broken and that I could break it. And number 4, I wish I knew that life was precious and needed to be lived in my 20s. That's what I got so far.
Woo! Okay, you're gonna get your own version of a star. Hold on.
That was a deep dive.
Yeah, there you go, Star. That's your stars right there.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
Two
Thank you.
stars. Very good. Deep dive. Good deep dive. All right, ladies. I love it. So mine are, what I wish I knew in my 20s is love is not all there is, honey. When it comes to relationships. What love got to do with it. I used to love that video, but I was too young to appreciate and understand the message, you know? But love is not all. Patience is a virtue. Learning to be patient can really, you know, I'm an Aries, so in my 20s, I rammed and ran through everything head first, you know? So patience is a virtue. Wisdom is already yours. So you already know the truth. You already know what you need to do. You already know deep down. Sometimes it's about admitting it to ourselves. And then focus on your spirit first. Like get your spiritual life in order. You may have habits that need to change. You may have, you know, eating habits or work habits or, you know, relationship habits, whatever it is that may need to change or may need to, you know, evolve as you evolve. But keeping your spirit in check and keeping a connection with your higher power is essential to your success. What else did I put? Oh, then next, focus on your bag in your 20s. Focus on getting your money. Focus on being successful in whatever endeavor you choose to be. Create one, you know, create a lane for yourself and really get your finances, not just get your finances in order, but really focus on generating wealth for yourself. What else? Oh, okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm just gonna say it. Please don't shoot the messenger. But your yoni is the prize, not your heart.
I like that.
In your 20s, your yoni, and even in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, okay, let me just be real, okay? All of them, okay? But in your 20s, oh, boo, your yoni is the prize. Lock it up, honey. Lock it up and set the price high. And I ain't talking about money. Make them work for it. I'm talking about work for it, okay? You ain't got to give up a doggone. You are the prize, sis.
Dr. Nicole said the money, no, she said the yoni got a bill every month.
To keep her fresh, she need water, soap. She needs to stay pretty. Come on now.
That sounds like a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt. Yoni got bills every month. My yoni.
Oh, yes, prostitution. Oh, y'all exploiting yourself. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what you say? And that's a no on that. Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna get too personal with my business in my 20s, honey, because what happened in your 20s stays in your 20s. Am I lying, baby? No, I ain't going that far down the rabbit hole with y'all. But I'm gonna say this. You know, had I realized that was what most men, even like now, like I said, most men, that's their zhuzh. You know, they trying to get laid, okay? For whatever their reason, that's what they want. But in your 20s, yes, honey, that's what they want. They want the cookie, okay? Go ahead and just accept it. Especially if you got a nice body on you, that's what they're coming for. And so when you realize your value and your worth and that you don't have to, you know, give yourself to anyone in hopes of they're giving you in hopes that they give you their heart, you know, because that's what most young women are thinking. Oh, if I, you know, give in to what he wants, like on Waiting to Exhale with Angela Bassett. If I give him what he wants, I thought if I gave him what he wants, he would give me what I want. No, baby, that's not how love works. No, not in the real world, you know. So I wish I had known that in my 20s. I know it now, baby. I know it now. In my 40s, I know it now. Okay, and that's all that matters. All right. Whew, I'm so tired. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all know I stay up late half the time and then get up early with these cheering. So I'm half asleep, but I'm here. Okay, don't judge
They
me.
had the rest of theirs piece.
Who's that?
And Mama Evelyn and Mama Het.
Oh, well, run it then. Come get your stars. Come get your star, Mama Het. Come on, girl. Come get your star.
I reworded some, so I mean, but they're new. I wish I knew better about financial security. You know, my parents taught me to save and everything, but I wish I knew, you know, understanding it for myself, not just from somebody telling me. That's a difference. I wish I knew the culture, knowing of our greatness as a people. I wish I knew fear was created. I wish I was, you know, I knew more about being naive about things, but that's just because I didn't have certain experiences. Learning the truths about our culture and history, that's another different one. I wish I knew greater about attitudes and anger and kept them in check, rather so, or found a different way to release. And wish I knew that I didn't have to be mad about my foot size because I had to carry this carriage that I have. So ain't nothing wrong with a 10. Just got to get to the shoe store on Wednesday when the new ones come in. They only order about 3 or 4 of them. Okay, thank you. All right.
You are a mess. Thank you, Mama Het. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Where's your star? Let me give you a star, honey, because you earned that. You sat there and you did your assignment. Let me give you your star, honey. Bam! There go your star, honey. Period. Come on, Mama Evelyn. Come get your star.
Okay, number 6 is I wish I had asked my dad and paid more attention to my other relatives talking about our history, the family history.
That's a family.
Number 7 is learn more about African spirituality and the Orishas and all of the having an altar and all that other stuff. I wish I had taken better care of my body. I just not eat all the junk and I wish I had kept up what I was doing in my teens on into my 20s, like riding the bikes and I wish I'd known about more natural healing, like the what is that? Elderberries and, the natural stuff that you take. And I wish I had danced more. And learn more. I wish I had learned about African dance from the 2 teachers I know about it, which is Karen Prawl and Shashu Amin Ra. I wish I had known those ladies back then. Look at that. Crazy.
Yeah. Mama Het is funny.
Mama Evelyn striking my soul right there because I didn't dance with both of them sisters in my 50s.
Nice.
Yes. They changed. They changed my life. They did. Love those ladies.
Awesome, Mama Evelyn. Well, come get your star. Let me give you your star, girl. Period. Okay. Woo! Excellent class. Y'all all got stars. Y'all were worth me getting up after 2 hours of sleep, honey, because I was ready to go back to bed. But yes, I'm here and y'all made it worth it because y'all did the assignment, y'all followed through, and you gave some really great advice, really great jewels. So thank you.
I have a question because I missed it. What is the theme for October?
Oh, thank you, darling. The theme for October is Who Wants to Tell Her? Come on, class, you can do this.
What would I do if I knew in my da-da-da-da-da? Is that it? Is that not it?
No.
It's Wisdom Month.
It's what?
Wisdom Month. And every week, what I wish I knew in the 20s, next week 30s, next week 40s. And
if I would have known at blah, blah, blah.
What I wish I knew.
What I wish I knew.
That's the sentence. What I wish I knew in my That's what we're talking about this week. Next week, it'll be in my 30s. So that leads me to your homework assignment. So by next week, already have your 10 of what you wish you knew in your 30s. Okay, so you can take your time while you're washing dishes. Some come to you, jot it down. You brushing your teeth, you think about it, jot it down. You're in traffic, you're in the market, whatever. Okay.
For my local,
wish you knew in your 30s, because it's a different time frame. Yes, ma'am.
I'll say for my local ladies, I was blessed with what is it? Some vegan cheese. I got way too many bags here, so I'm like, I want to know if anybody wanted me to drop some off to them.
I'll take some because you ain't that far from me.
Okay, I see you, Mama Evelyn. I see you. Okay,
come get your M&Ms too, Mama, at peace before I eat them.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for my.
I didn't want this to go to waste. I was blessed, so I'm like, okay, I can share. I got 3 bags. So I got you.
Thank you. And also, go ahead, Mama Hat.
I just wanted to share that if you all come to the Woman House, you can also fulfill your other requirement in cyber homework that At Peace has given us, because there is a closet that is dark and it's a little meditation room. You need to come visit the Woman House. I'll be there Sunday from 2 to 8.
Put the address in the link, honey. I mean, put the address in the chat.
Woman House. I'll put it in there.
Thank you. Also, thank you, Mama Head. Also, Sunday, y'all can meet Danyelle for her social media meeting, but also be prepared to come over to the Heidelberg on Gratiot and McDougal for Sister Sharon, because it's the full moon, darling.
And what time?
6 p.m. No, 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll send you all the flyer. Make sure that you're in the house 5 to 8. We are going to have make and take projects. Mama Het and Mama Danyelle, we would love for y'all to belly dance. Ain't nobody told me who dance and who teaching the dance class, but we would love to have you. If neither one of them are available, then we will have yoga, of course. Darling, yoga and meditation, of course. We're gonna have meditation for sure. And then
I'm available. I'll be there. I'll see you.
Awesome. We're gonna have food. Thank you so much, Mama Danyelle. Mama Danyelle. Ooh.
I hear you.
I ain't say that. I don't know where that came from. Mama Danyelle. Okay, Mama Danyelle.
That was your 20-year-old person.
Mama Danyelle. All right. She morphed in. Mama Danyelle. So thank you so much for stepping up for that. And Mama Het, we would love for you to join us as well. Nawili is going to be making her, what is it? Black eyed pea tacos?
Yes.
So
I've had those. They're very good.
Baby, I'm ready. She says she make the homemade slaw with the carrots and the beets. And I'm just here for all of it. So that's going to be exciting. And it's by donation only. So whatever donation you'd like to give, there'll be envelopes there waiting, and you can just slide it into the envelope and drop it in the basket. Okay. All right. So without any further ado, I'll make sure I'll send the flyers to everybody. So if anybody else has any, also, what was I thinking? Guys. This past Saturday, I had a grand opening of my new store. I have to get comfortable saying that. Of my new store. Yes, I have a new store that opened up. We had a grand opening on Saturday. It's called Miracles and Blessings in All Things Spiritual. So it was a really great grand opening. It's right here on 7 Mile between Telegraph and Lasser. I'll definitely make sure I give you guys the address and send the flyer out again. I sent it out last week, but in case you didn't get it, I'll send it out again. But yes, come get your crystals, your sage, your Florida water, your all things spiritual. I give readings there. I'm doing my yoni steams in there. If you also, and doing classes and workshops. So if you want to teach, if you need a space where you want to teach and you want to do some things there, then definitely hit me up, because I have an open calendar. I have a space available for you. Just come on through. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for people to collaborate with for the community. So if you're interested, then definitely hit me up. But I'm super excited. Please come through and see the shop. You're going to love it. Meet my partner, Goddess Nana. You'll love her too. And yeah, definitely it's going to be a resource for everybody. Because I went over, I didn't know. Who knew that the candle shop on Gratiot is closed? Gone. Gone,
Yep.
gone. I went over there yesterday because I was on my way to the water to make my offering. I was like, oh man, I forgot palm oil. So I'm like, I'll go over to the candle shop and get me some palm oil. I was over there. It's gone.
Wait a minute. You know they moved further down, so
It's gone.
Oh wow.
Her was mean. Her was mean.
Yeah, I mean the energy changed when they moved down the block. I ain't gonna lie, because they had new owners and stuff. The energy changed. But I went there yesterday thinking, you know, that's the resource on the east side we can go to get our spiritual needs met. Gone. So now y'all have a spiritual resource on the west side. If you don't mind coming that deep west.
Side.
We're right across this, not right across the street, but we're across the street, kind of kitty corner to Greater Grace Temple. If you know where that is on 7 Mile, then we're right across the street from there. So please come check us out. That's all the announcements I have.
What are your hours?
Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, anyone else have any announcements?
I do, but I'll just put them in the chat. I need to get my merge together. I love y'all.
Love
We
y'all.
love you too. We love you too. So thank you all for joining Mommy Mogul Mindset Monday. Y'all have a wonderful week. Make sure you do your homework and your assignments. And Mama Het will see you all on tomorrow. Mama Het.
You know what it is? It's a custom tailor tomorrow. Nah, I'm on it. Custom tailor for tomorrow. So be in tune. Be in tune.
Be ready. I say. Well, Monica, thank you so much for joining us, for being a new member of our tribe.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
For adding to our vibe, sis.
Monica, can we see your face?
I would
Not
really
now,
like to.
sis.
We
Not
don't care nothing about how toe up you look.
Listen, we need
coming
to
on
make
here
sure
look,
you're not an avatar.
we come on here looking crazy sometimes. Don't get it twisted.
I will come next time. I'm in my pajamas and jammies.
We don't need to. We don't want to see
Just
the
the
whole
face.
the body. I'm just saying your face, child.
Say you natural, so let's see you natural.
Don't do that to me, y'all.
It's a part of our requirement.
Yeah, it is.
Goodness. It's
So
an
you have
Elizabeth.
to embrace yourself, daughter.
You can do like this if you want to. You can do like this. We just need, or put your hand up. We just need to see your physical stuff. You know, folks be infiltrating in here, so we got to know. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
You gotta get proof that you're a real person.
Right.
No, I like challenges, so I'm gonna put the camera on. I ain't scared.
Period. That's what I'm talking about, Monica. Period.
Classy. Don't be scared. Cut it out. Come on, girl. Come on, mama.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, y'all.
If I can come on here half sleep, looking half days.
That is so cute.
You look so adorable, girl. Bye.
Is that
thank you. Don't make me blush on a Zoom, but thank you.
Come on. You
Why
can
not,
smile,
darling?
you can smile. We need to see your teeth. Come on. They want to be seen.
Hey.
Hey.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Monica. Thank you. You look beautiful.
Thank you. I got the light on.
We be in here with pajamas on and
girl, we be in here looking what? And
I didn't know how. This is my first time in here, so I didn't know how y'all are. So now that I know that y'all good tribe,
yeah,
I'll be back.
Girl, get on here, crunchy.
Be looking forward to. I'm gonna put you on the attendance roster.
Okay, do that. I'm about to work out. That's why I was like, let me get
that. That's right. I like to hear that. Moving bodies. That's right.
We believe in that over here. We believe in that over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Monica.
All
right, guys. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to share with the collective? Going once.
Get some recipes.
Girl, what you think I'm about to do when I need? You didn't know? I just do this for y'all on Monday mornings. You don't understand. Okay? As soon as I get off the camera, I go, I'm taking a nap. That's the beauty of working for yourself, man. All right. So anybody else? Thank you, Star. I'm definitely gonna get some rest. Going twice.
Bye-bye.
All right, love yourself. Hug yourself.
It did.
The world.
Hug yourself, Monica. Hug yourself.
Hug yourself, Monica.
Yes.
Okay, then hug them the world.
Hug the world.
because they want some love.
Don't forget your 50 squeezes. I heard about 50 squeezes worth of squeezes. So go on and get those in, ladies. I'll talk to y'all later.
50?
Bye.
50.
Bye.